Now, I've done a lot of jobs where you have to take the rough with the smooth, but generally speaking, the rough is much more than the smooth. But the same cannot be said for my YouTube job, because there's a bit more smooth than there is rough. I mean, come on. I'm about to go on a 10-day European road trip in the new Lotus Emira with Mr. Mark Lowe.
Good morning.
Mark, have you got rid of your 570S?
No.
You still got it?
Yes.
Ah, that's
backup car.
Yeah, very nice. Well, listen, this looks absolutely amazing. What colour's that blue?
Seneca, it's called.
Seneca.
Yeah, the launch one, yeah.
Stunning, mate. That is absolutely stunning. I cannot believe I'm about to go flying through Europe in the brand new Lotus Emira. Let's go. So first up on our ever exotic European road trip is Limb Services. We're going to go meet the rest of the guys here. Even Leroy should be here in the McLaren, hopefully, as long as he's out of bed. Here we are, all the riff-raff. You definitely can't miss these cars in here. All right, fellas.
Benji, you okay, lads?
Yeah.
To turn up, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming,
That's
fellas. Hiya. For those who may have seen or may not have seen, we went on a Welsh road trip.
We did.
And, well, you struggled with a 200 horsepower Cooper, didn't you? So, are you going to actually pedal this properly this time, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a few hours since then, and I paid for some tuition. The guy that gave you your certification, actually, I've been doing some tuition with him.
Well, I got mine out of a Christmas crackers. Good luck.
So I'm hopeful, yeah.
Here is Mysterious Martin's F80 M3. I spent quite a lot of time in this on the way to the Nürburgring last year. Absolutely mega car, sounds mint, goes like stink. This is Mr. Lee Heap's motor. He did have a black Porsche Turbo S, but he's now got a green Huracan Spider. Looks mega. Verdis Manti, I think it's called, or something like that. You guys are probably know. And then, I mean, come on, leave off. A 765 LT, Jordan 2 and 765 LT with carbon all over it. That looks absolutely incredible. Next to our Leroy. There he's 720. I still don't think he's been full throttle in this yet, to be honest. And when he's editing this, he'll be like, yeah, I have, mate, yeah, I have. And dead good McLaren driver, you, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Good, man. Have you been full throttle in this yet? I knew it. Yeah, because it's absolutely terrifying, as I'm sure the 765 is next to it. Then we've got Callum, Mr. Scotsman himself, in his Perth, which looks, I'm sure them wheels are different. They may or may not be, I can't remember. But that looks stunning again. C7, RS6. Is that Floret silver? I think so. Floret. Love that silver colour. It's like got a bluey tinge in it. Look at that. Beautiful. This, in my opinion, is probably one of the most perfect cars to take on a road trip because it's dead comfy, it's absolutely rapid, and they look mint. But you also do make a mistake by bringing something like that because you have to carry everybody else's luggage. There's Mark's Emira with a cool plate, actually, really cool plate. But that, right, I'm sorry, we was just talking in the car on the way here. £76,000 for something that looks like that. That's got to be the bargain of the century on it, surely. So much so, I think that Lotus cottoned onto it and they put the price up by £6,000, so that probably tells you that it was the bargain of the century. We've got about 400 miles to do today, 12 minutes past 8.
Yeah.
And in the morning, that is, obviously. And we're on our way to Bruges. We've got to get down to Ashford in Kent, get on the train, over to Calais, off there, drive to Bruges.
Speed camera reported ahead.
What is it with these like the Lecky cars? He's going to have to pull up, he's going to be ruined, and he'll have to stop about 17 million service stations earlier because he's used all his range up trying to keep up with us in his Tesla. Just move it out of the way. Hey, he's running out of puff now, 77 mile an hour. See in a bit. How many miles would you say that is, Mark?
It's not many. Not many
about 40, 50 miles, something like that.
Top.
And we're having to stop because Jordan in the 765 has gone through 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So he's got about a quarter of a tank left.
11 quid.
It was measurements were in millimetres instead of centimetres.
You're not going to stick it to the front of your car, no?
Yeah. When I'm in France. Best 11 quid I've ever spent.
So there we go, first stop done. Lee had some problems trying to get his started. That's definitely on
now.
That is definitely on, one absolute racket. So the McLaren's had to stop.
You're bloody noisy today, Mr. Plank.
He is, but everyone else was fine for fuel. How much fuel have you gone through? About a quarter.
We've done a quarter.
And they've done 3/4.
Yeah.
Wow. As you can see, there's about an hour and a half left. What's that? 94 miles, very roughly speaking. How's the car feeling, Mark?
Speed camera reported ahead.
Nice and smooth so far. Easy peasy.
You could soak up the miles in this. It's so comfortable. And that supercharger, once you get going and get up through the rev range, it sounds epic. Wow.
That's proper.
Wow. I cannot believe we've spotted a GT3 RS the size of the wing. First stop, the obligatory McDonald's in Calais, isn't it? Here's Leroy. That's so loud, that car. Ridiculous. Quick stop off at McDonald's, obviously. That's like the law. When you hit Calais, you go to the Mackey's just there. We've got 58 minutes to Wine Bruges in Belgium. And hopefully I can get a few cool shots in France on the way. Our first destination, Hotel Wine Bruges. That's right, isn't it?
Weinberger.
Weinbrugger. I don't know, it's wine something or other, but it's definitely time for a pint. Wave our Leroy, there he is, look. So there we go, end of day one. We've arrived in Belgium, Wine Bruges, probably pronounced completely different to that, but stunning hotel, it's really nice. Time for a pint. Yes guys, it is day 2. We are on our way to Frankfurt, I think, from Belgium. It's about 300 miles, give or take, today. It's in about 4 hours, 40 minutes. Probably be done in about 3 hours, knowing these lot. You all right there, mate? So that is Lee in his Huracan. Sounding amazing, 310. These sound up until they're at about 9,000 RPM, and then they sound unbelievable. All right, mate, you picked up a straggler?
Yeah. She needs someone to lift outside.
So obviously there's a 991 Gen 1 GT3 RS. Beautiful. Right, I might have to put the subtitles on for you because he's from Scotland. You picked up a straggler as well?
Straggler as well, yeah.
Really? Huracan Performante. Here's our Leroy. Cool car, man.
It's a Ferrari.
Is that a Ferrari? There he is. He's in a bit. He's having troubles with that yesterday. Yes, boys. Stage 1 C7 RS6. Right, about 700-ish horse.
700.
Very nice. Drive steady, boys. It's easy. Here's Mysterious Martin. What is this? Stage 2? 1? 2?
600 brake, stage 2, custom. Tom Wrigley, shout out to Tom Wrigley.
Tom Wrigley's done it. What a guy. Right.
Tom waits on the maintenance.
Tom waits on the maintenance. Look at him there. You're trying to get a discount, you? The man, the myth, the legend. We've not seen this guy for a little while, have we? Here he is. Look, he's desperate to say hello.
How are we?
Look at him.
Right, so today we are coordinating. Would you like to have a look? So today we're coordinating.
You are
the car,
coordinating,
just in
mate,
case
yeah.
you want to see. So this is a new refined aerodynamic version.
Cal.
Hit me up for PT. So yeah, what we're doing today, we're going 4 hours and 40 minutes or so
Yeah.
to a place called Be Mine Car Loft.
Go on. Drive steady.
Steady,
See you
steady is the only way I drive.
Bye, everyone. See you in a bit. Mr. Gavin.
Hello.
Hello. Are you all right being on camera, mate?
Yes.
Saying hello to the guys.
Hello to the guys.
Are you glad you got rid of your passengers?
No, it's going to be a very sad journey without them.
Yeah, right. See you later. Drive safe. Alright, tune it. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but this colour in the light looks ridiculously good. But drive safe.
Papaya Spark, mate.
Papaya Spark. That's what it's called. Behave yourselves, and you, Chris, you stay very quiet in the passenger seat there, mate. Are you supposed to be at work? Is that what it is? Look at that. Sweet, right, let's get going. Frankfurt, Mark, going.
Frankfurt today, yep.
And what's the hotel called? Can you remember?
Be Mine. It's the one with the car lifts.
It's the one with the car lifts in, and you've got a car lift. You've
Yes.
got one of those rooms.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep with my car in the hotel room apparently
That
tonight.
is class. So we are we're 296 miles away. We are miles behind everybody after my little sort of seeing everyone off. So we are going to go for a draggy in the Lotus Emira. Oh, go!
That's terrible.
We made the limits. What do you reckon that was?
It was probably one of the worst accelerations you're going to see.
But it was fun though, right?
It was quite fun. That guy in the van behind, I don't think found it too fun.
Oh, really? Well, never mind for him. We did that in 6.55 seconds.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, that's
You
pretty
take
good.
that?
Yeah, that's
Considering you hit the limiter and you bogged down a little
bogged
bit.
down, hit the limiter. Don't know when I changed it.
We're going to try a 100 to 200. Go! We're there! 15.94 seconds, apparently.
I have no idea what that means.
So there you are. In case you're wondering what the new 400 horsepower Lotus Emira manual does, 0 to 60, that is, by the way, with two, I know I might look slight and slender on camera, but I am actually a fat knobhead. But I'm very heavy. There's obviously a boot full of luggage as well. But yeah, I think that was quite impressive.
Some spectacular driving.
Although, yeah, exactly. Although Mark did say, at some point later in this next sort of 8 days, I do want another go at that 0 to 60. Lee's 720 is stage 2, 940 horsepower and 1,000 odd whatever newton meters, whatever it is. Cal's 570 apparently is stock. I believe it's stock, yeah, factory.
Oh, as we know.
And honestly, it's negligible. The difference is negligible. I reckon with a long enough run, the 720 would eventually start to just creep a little bit, but I tell you what, that was miles closer than I thought it was going to be. You can pick them up for like 70 grand.
Might have one for sale if anyone's got
here you
excited
go.
by that race.
What colour's yours? Black?
Storm grey one.
Grey, yes. 570 coupe.
Yep.
Go on, how much are you going to tell us?
Yeah.
Some money.
Money.
It'll be up for
Bring
sale.
your bag.
It'll be up for sale for some money.
If it weighs enough, I'll take it.
I drove a 570 right, and I've got to be honest, they are ridiculously fast. And when you think for 70 grand, 75, 80 grand,
Hang on.
75, yeah. But no, depending on the spec, there are some out there for 70, 75 grand, but depending on the spec, they're just ridiculous. You know you're on the de-restricted autobahn when a Tesla comes absolutely flying past you, but because he's electric, he'll have definitely run out of puff by now, mate.
Been pulled over in 2 minutes.
Oh, he's going for it, the lad. Go on, son. Surely. What are we up to there? There we go. He's had enough. Tapped out. He's run out of electric. What are we on?
Traffic.
So this is not looking.
Us racing or whatever.
This is not looking good.
Carry on and just let one car all of us.
We have the Polizzi looking.
No cameras. Unless there was a copper on the bridge with a camera.
Maybe.
And he radioed ahead, but I didn't see anyone.
Yeah, it looks like we are getting pulled over.
Stopping us all, or is he just stopping one car and that's the RS6?
Well, I'm doing the opposite to whatever he does. He comes off.
We got the fuel anyway, so. Just looking back to the driving then, it was undertaking, weaving.
It was
I nearly
messy.
crashed into the back of 2 cars because they're coming into the middle lane, don't even know what lane they're in.
So, for Lee, when you're editing this and you're listening to yourself back on the walkie-talkie, self-incriminating, you'll probably want to edit that out.
Yeah, I could have got away with that, really.
You'll probably want to edit that out. Funny that, because I've got that all on camera.
What are you talking about? That wasn't me, that. I'm talking about that.
No one's ever going to see that.
Must have been kickoff, Corrie. There's quite a lot that just went on then, so apologies. You may have missed a few. Well, you don't really miss anything. They pulled 4 or 5 cars over into the services, and as they went round the bend and the police couldn't get back off because the barriers were there, we just sort of sneaked back onto the motorway. So there's 3 of us. There's us, me and Mark in the Lotus. Lee is in the McLaren 720, and then Lee Heat, Yorkshire Lee, is behind him in the Green Huracan. So hopefully we're back down to a fairly sort of civilian pace.
This is how we've been driving the whole way.
Well, of course, yeah.
Roughly.
And fingers crossed there's no police further up where they've radioed ahead to say, you know, there's 3 cars that haven't stopped there. So fingers crossed we're all good. We are 43 minutes away, if that focuses, to the hotel.
The safe house.
46 minutes to the safe house, yeah. So the only thing I hope is that they don't grass saying, yeah, we're going to this hotel, so that then they know that the ones who didn't stop, they know exactly where we're going.
How much fuel have you got, Ben?
So hopefully we're all right. So unfortunately, we thought we'd done well with not having the police, but it looks like they're pulling out, and the police are about to pull us over. So yeah, I don't know how much of that you can see. Blue lights, they're on their way now. It looks like we're gonna have to pull in. They've got a little sign just on top there saying follow me, so we'll see what they have to say. So far, this seems to be going okay. I'm hiding you down in the footwell. I don't want to antagonise anyone or upset anybody, but going Austria, Switzerland, Italy, France. So far, I've no idea if this is so good. I'll come back to you in a bit. I don't think we've done bad there, but then who knows? They've got the addresses and names of everybody now, so chances are there'll be something in the post for the drivers, I'm guessing. I don't know. They've got my details, got my address, although I've not been driving. Lee, come on. Come on.
Did you just say they've got your details and address?
Yeah.
You wasn't driving.
I know, but I'm saying they have. No, I was not.
Yeah, it was.
No, I was not. Ignore that. But we've got the world's tightest man here, so I can't wait to see your face when the fans come through in the post.
Yeah, but he said he's taken me details.
Yeah.
He's going to send me something in the post. That could mean a Christmas card.
The most annoying and frustrating thing about all of that is the fact that, no joke, we are literally 15 minutes away from the hotel, so we nearly made it unscathed. My Mark just nearly fell over. How much is that fuel?
£2.50 a litre.
Is it 99?
I noticed just as I finished topping it up.
And it's only 98 as well? Wow. Tesco Widnes, near to where I am, that's usually where I put Tesco Momentum in. 142.9, I'm still whinging about how expensive that is. Well, that is a joke. So, who knows what's going to happen with that, but we are now 5 minutes away from the hotel in Frankfurt. This could potentially be a sign of things to come. There's forklifts up like some mad tower thing. You lifted your nose up? From God, you, mate. Come on. Asbo. Slow down, man. Yeah, you good. We have just arrived at the hotel. We've absolutely no idea how this works. So we're going to go and maybe check in, find out where we're supposed to go. They look like there's 2 car lifts at the back, so we're going to go and work it out. You stole my job, you.
All right.
Did they use Vaseline or not?
It was 2, not 1.
Fellas, you're walking like John Wayne now, you, after that.
Hey, I'm comfy in here, you know, lad.
You sound now out of them centre seats.
Isn't it? Loving it, mate.
Nice. Go on, you missed by a bit. Straighten up a bit, George. Have they held you accountable? You were the culprit. It's obviously got to be you, wasn't it?
Well, said we might get something in the post when we get home.
I think you could be right there, mate.
Apparently, don't quote me on this, but there was a lot of racing happening.
Right.
A lot of undertaking.
There wasn't undertaking. We was passing on the right. Apparently that's illegal.
Right, okay.
Because obviously we do that back home.
We do.
No
You get
comment.
confused.
Yeah.
No comment.
And yeah, just apparently someone sent dash cam footage in, so it's gonna get reviewed and we might get fined. Might not get a fine.
Dash cam footage. Can you ask? You'll probably want that footage though, won't you? For your socials.
We've got footage. Yeah, we've got footage. Don't worry about that.
Go on, Cal.
So apparently there's been a report of some really handsome brown guy with amazing biceps.
Must have been talking about me, surely.
Must be surely. Doing some sort of undertaking and pressuring other motorists, and there's dash cam footage and all sorts. So let's be honest. I don't know who that guy was, but apparently.
Did you give him your dash cam footage?
I told him to watch my like and subscribe. You know where we are. At Evil GT Cars.
Hey, don't tie me with the same brush as you.
Listen, we're all the same here. We're all the same. One
I'm
family.
super safe, mate.
So yeah, apparently we're going to be referring it to their version of the CPS.
Oh, really?
So now the UK police, the Swiss police, and the German police are after me.
So should we just go straight to Austria then instead?
Why not? Let's just go and hibernate somewhere. They can't all lock me up at the same time.
Surely not.
So we'll be good.
Oh, that's handy. So after I've watched everybody onto that little curb thing there, making sure they don't smash up the carbon splitters and stuff, they're ready to go in the lift, apparently. You don't have any sense of direction, you, mate?
How you there, innit?
That is so loud, that car. Oh, I can hear your suspension thing. That's loud, that. Hopefully it fits. Oh! Oh! Probably want that back, won't you?
Thank you.
There you go. Rev it, Lee! I assume he's probably the best to turn it off, else he's going to choke himself out in there, isn't he?
Fucking what?
I can hear him. I just can't see him. I think he's away. Hello! Oh, there he is! Just about to see his car there. Rev it off in the lift, Lee. You know you want to. He takes absolutely no encouragement whatsoever. What a guy. Next up we have Captain Placid, and that is Siddy in his GT3 RS. You're good, you're good. Straight on that. Go on, you missed it. Thinks he's driving a double decker, this lad, doesn't he? Good lad. You know the rules. Go on, lad. Right, George. Next up we have the 765.
Nice one, fella.
Enjoy. Looks amazing. Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Yes. You know the rules when you're in the lift. He has to go to launch control it in. Hey, I bet he can't breathe in there now. I bet he can't breathe.
They'll set all the sprinklers on.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds epic. So this is weird.
Just get in the lift, mate. It's all good.
Can you say that you've done this before? Does it know where we're going? I assume it knows where we're going. Does it?
Well, the doors are closing.
Yeah, you know the rules now. The doors are shut though. That is such a weird sensation. Isn't it?
We're on the move.
You can see, I don't know if you can see actually.
Get the windows.
Oh, no, I don't like it.
It's a bit.
I don't like that, that's weird.
Oh, we're going out backwards as well.
Oh, are we? You got reverse? Oh, you have. We've got reverse. Is this us? Or you, I should say, yeah. I would say that that is up there as one of the strangest things that I have ever seen. It's got to be. Look at that. This is mad, is all I can really say. Now this isn't my room because I've come as a passenger, but this is Mark Lowe's room, and yeah, this is absolutely stunning. And obviously the Lotus is on the balcony, which is the maddest thing I've ever seen in my life. There's your car's just parked there. What is this gaff like? Oh my god. Well, this is stunning. I can't imagine my room is going to be this nice, I'll be honest.
Well, you're not going to have a car there.
No, I definitely won't have my car there. This will be me. That is the width of the room. These are petite, but I've got to be honest, that's all you need. Especially just for one person, even more so for one person, but that is bang on. Wicked. So after a few beers, few laughs, something to eat, it is time for bed. Absolutely shattered. Day 2 completed. Day 3, and it's definitely time for some breakfast. What a hotel that is absolutely stunning. Dead clean, dead modern, mega. And there's all these cars now, and I don't know which one to actually go to. Where are we going next to, Martin?
Freiburg, Switzerland.
So first leg's, what is it, about 2 hours I think, hour and 45 minutes, and that takes us up to Baden-Baden, up in the mountains by the lake. Have you got any space in your 765? Might have to slum it in there with you, is that alright? Slum it? I do want to jump back in this because I want to be in this on the twisties, because I reckon that's going to be epic. So, and this is obviously going to be epic on that and on the motorway. But I've been in Lee's 720, that is now what, 940 horsepower. So I'm expecting this to be, well, as fast as that, basically.
When we got pulled yesterday.
Oh yeah? We started ticking over.
Oh, we just started 90 mile an hour.
Oh, we were, yeah.
So that's probably what's gone up.
12.9 miles to the gallon average, but we reckon that's probably more like 10 or 11. No idea what the Lotus is doing, but actually that is pretty good on fuel, to be fair. You're doing about 20, 22 miles to the gallon, Trent?
23, 24.
24. What do you reckon you're averaging to the gallon, you?
18.6.
Mad good.
Well, we've been on the motorway, so time to ask that question is tomorrow.
Yes, I reckon it'll be significantly worse.
I think it might be very low.
What do you reckon you're averaging to the gallon?
Probably about 13.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
What do you reckon we're averaging to the gallon in this? Some
15.
miles. 50. 37.4. I know. 37.4 miles a gallon. Oh, yeah. Safe to say a few of them are lying. 37.4 miles to the gallon. In a stage 2 720? I don't think so. Things we do for YouTube. Nice one, Jord. One thing I have got to say, right, I have never been in a car that shoves you in the back of your seat as aggressively as this. You might not be able to hear a word I'm saying. This car's absolutely bonkers. Tell me a little bit about your 765.
Papaya Spark.
Is that the, so it's not like Papaya Spark Orange, it's just called Papaya Spark?
Yes.
Okay.
McLaren have a lot of oranges now.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to actually keep on top of.
The 765 was because they've made 765 of them, is that right?
Yeah.
Or they're making 760.
Yeah, all the cars are made. So 765 Coupes and 765 Spiders. There's 58 Spiders in the UK.
58 of these? Yeah. And I reckon about 57 of them are never driven.
Yeah. This is the hardest driven one, definitely.
Is this where we should celebrate?
2.5k. We'll get to 4k on this trip, won't we?
Definitely. I'm getting a bit bored of the motorway stuff now. I cannot wait to get on the twisties. I want to know now, this car, how much was it?
420.
And is that like a normal 765? Or this is a Spider, isn't it? There's no roof, so it's more expensive. What's the cheapest you could pick 765 up for?
Spider?
No, just a 765.
I think you can get them for about 280 now, so a coupe with no option.
But this was what, 420?
Yeah.
Because there's carbon all over it. These seats, which look, man, long drives on the motorway is a challenge in it in these seats.
They're a bit of a killer. Not exactly made for comfort.
No. How old are you again?
27.
So what I have got to know is, how much is your insurance on this?
$7.5 grand.
Do you know what?
It's not bad for the car.
That is not bad at all.
If you're paying like $2 grand for a 30-40 grand car and this car's worth 10 times the amount, I'm not paying 10 times the insurance.
No.
I should be paying 20 grand if it was the same percentage wise.
Definitely, mate. Well, put it this way, when I passed my test, I was 17, I got a 1 litre Toyota Yaris, and that was £2,000 a year to insure.
I'll beat you on that.
Go on.
I had a 1.2 Clio, that was 3 grand.
3 grand for a 1.2 Clio? Yeah. Heavy that. Like it, kill it. Tunnel runs don't get boring anyway, but when you've got stuff like this and like that lot down there, there's V10s, there's all kinds of shit in that tunnel, launch controls, everything. That sounded incredible. Where we're driving to Freiburg, these absolute lunatics are walking about 2.5 weeks. He said it's going to take. So shout out, I've asked him to follow me for GT, so make sure you do. Okay. We've made it to the very top. I think this is classed as Baden, I've no idea, but we're at the top of the B500. We had a few good blips up there. There may very well be a stone chip on my lens.
I don't know if you can actually see the stone chip at the bottom there, probably. I'll swap the lens over. This one's a little bit closer now.
Lee's got his hairspray.
To everybody's beautiful. Oh, is that Lee's hairspray? So yeah, people say it doesn't cost anything to run a YouTube channel. They're about £600-700 them lenses. So there you go, Lee. You can have that back. Sorry about that.
Cheers, mate.
That's some mad bike, that.
Right, so I've given my opinion on the 765. What's your opinion on your stage 2 720?
Yeah, it's nice.
How is it up the twisties?
Perfect.
That is it. We are getting off. We are on our way to Freiburg. It's some sort of spa hotel, which sounds epic, to be fair. How are you finding this Lotus so far?
The motorway stuff is what it is. It's not what it's made for.
Yeah.
It was fine. Now we're out on these roads. This is where it works. Up and down the box, which is lovely. Managing to find the gears every now and again, which is good.
Are they quite close together?
Not particularly. I've just it's a nice throw. It's all good. Just a bit of getting used to after being on the floppy paddles for a long time.
How are you finding the grip levels?
It's grippy. I'm just finding the front is definitely not ultra dialed in. I don't know whether that's me or just getting used to it, comparing it to other things. So we'll do a few miles and figure it out. I'll let you know later.
So we came to a bit of a pickle there. Lee and, well, the two Lees in the green McLaren and obviously Lee in the green Lamborghini, I've got no nav. So we've said we have got one, follow us, but they don't want to hold us up because the girls are getting a bit upset about the driving. So he's just said, go for it, just get on. Now the problem for us is, we're quite a bit away now from the other guys. We're out of radio range. So Mark, level 10 now please, mate.
See if we can catch him.
Oh, there she goes, started to rotate there. We found Gav and some more traffic. That is what you want to see on your sat nav. The roads that look like that, not like that. waiting, so I've seen a tunnel, so I'm expecting big things. That sounds unbelievable. We've now hit like an MG owners club, but they've all got German plates on, right? Which is ironic because a lot of us are driving German cars and the Germans are driving British cars. I'm surprised they're still going because surely they don't usually last that long, these. But anyway, we're going to arrive at the hotel in about 36 minutes. Well, it'll probably be a bit longer than that because as you can see, we're getting held up a bit. Oh, you're cool, you. Backwards cat, mate.
Just want to be cool, mate.
It looks like we have arrived at our destination. This place looks amazing, to be quite honest. Go on. Can you do launch control with the door open?
We shall find out. We can pretend to. Is there anyone in front of economy seat?
So here we are, this is home for the night. I don't know exactly where we are. Freiburg, however you pronounce it. But we're hoping to be able to keep all the cars outside. I'm not entirely sure whether that's going to be possible or not, but we'll see how long we can get away with it. What? Hey, this is posh, isn't it?
It's nice. We've got a spa and stuff.
Right, never mind.
Massages.
Bar. Where's the bar? That's what we want. I'm dealing with, like, this is like Lee 2.0 with shocking directions. I've literally just got to room 210. We lost the key, and some guys just come out of it. Like, shouldn't be in that room.
We'll try again.
Lovely this place, mate. Nice little balcony here. Are you going to have a beer?
One beer.
So Mark, we made a little pact before we come out because the last time me and Mark went out for beers, it was about 7 o'clock in the morning when we got back, and then we were getting thrown around the Nürburgring after that, and it wasn't a great day. So we did make a pact to say we're not going to go and get pissed, but then he left, and you went and had a few beers yesterday, didn't you?
You were supposed to look after me.
Welcome back, day 4, and today I'm in City's Gen 1 GT3 RS. This is one I've definitely been looking forward to because, well, I mean, it speaks for itself, a car, doesn't it? The handling is incredible. So through the twisties, up the mountains, down the mountains, this should be unbelievable. Are you going to be all right having to listen to me for a few hours now?
I've got headphones and it's actually quite a loud stereo for a race car, so we're all right.
Out. I actually drove one of these. Mark or some GTI had the Weiss pack, whatever it is. You guys will correct me on the pronunciation. But he had one, a red one, and I drove it about 15-20 minutes. It was unreal, but obviously it wasn't on roads like this, so I'm really looking forward to this.
We're going to pick up the B500 again, and we're going to drop down to the Swiss border, and then we're going to go past the lake in Zurich, past, I think there's a place called Zug.
Yeah.
Zug on the map, Zug. Do the Gotthard's Pass. Our hotel is just south of the Gotthard's Pass, a place called Piotr, and then hopefully get there in good time to regroup and then do a loop of the passes that are open.
Every time I have explained or tried to explain where we're going, it's been like, oh yeah, it's about 2 hours down the road and we're going from here to here. Well, that was a much better explanation.
We're going to be 3 hours on the first section. Obviously, we'll stop at least once. Jordan, we might have to stop twice for fuel.
Yeah, 765 is absolutely smashing through the fuel, may I just say.
It's only about 120 mile, but it's twisty sections, villages, twisty sections, and then we've got 2 45-minute sections that are packed with waypoints, so it's like really twisty sections.
Yes. So we have a little bit of drama, right? Little bit for YouTube, love it. I know I've learned this from Lee, he loves the drama. But City's car, it asked for a bit of oil. City's put half a litre in, and now it's come up saying maximum oil level full, driving permitted, but consult a garage. So we could be breaking down here very soon, could we, mate?
Listen, it's because I'm a mechanic. I'm a qualified mechanic. I didn't look at the measurement, I just put half a litre in. I'm sure it'll be fine, but well, we'll find out pretty soon, I'm sure.
It's another Beetle, just a different colour.
It's the same, man.
Same, exact same?
Exact same.
He's even got a big wing on it.
I bet he hasn't got too much oil.
I bet he hasn't. And if he did, he wouldn't give a established is that if you have overfilled your Porsche, you just got to kick its head in for a little bit and it sorts itself out.
Oil level, okay.
The grip levels on this car are just ridiculous, so good, and it just goes to show you don't need 1 million horsepower to have fun, because, well, it doesn't really matter how fast you go around the corner in this. It just doesn't matter. It makes you look like a worldy driver, doesn't it? Although, are you a worldy driver?
I tell you what, it nearly made me look like a bit of a bit of a numpty then.
Everyone's here now for a refuel. Apparently there's 100 octane here, 100 RON. So hopefully that means that we can all go a little bit faster. Are you going to guesstimate the amount of money that you'll have spent by the end of this trip?
2.5 to 3 grand.
2.5 to 3,000 miles?
Yeah.
It's going to cost you 2.5 to 3,000 pounds?
Yeah.
It's a pound a mile. How much fuel do you reckon you're putting now?
400 quid.
400 pounds.
400 quid.
So there we go, we can officially say ta-ra to Germany, which we have just done over the radio officially. We are now in Switzerland. They're not really car people, are they?
No.
Although the roads are mega, they're not particular fans of car people, so we need to take our time, go steady, not antagonise anyone. So that means balls to the wall, yeah?
Maybe not.
Just coming into, I think it's Zugo, something like that in Switzerland. ZUG, you guys again will probably be able to tell me how to pronounce it.
Based on the way that you pronounced Rouge. Rouge.
Yeah.
Is actually Riege.
Riege.
So based on Welsh logic,
yeah.
Zouge should be Ziege.
Ziege.
Could be Zig. Zig.
Could be anything.
Zig.
Mate.
It could be Zig.
Could be Zig, even though it's a U.
Yeah.
Zieg. You probably won't see much of Lee on this. I mean Lee Green McLaren Lee, not Lee Green Huracan Lee. Well, both of them actually, they're together. I don't know if they're just sort of having a nice chill drive out or what, but they don't seem to be playing with us as much as they were yesterday.
I think that Neen and Nicola have
tapped out.
I think they've tapped out. And I think the boys, I think they've pulled rank and the boys have balled it.
Yeah, it sounds like that to me. This grill house looks, I mean, look, right, this is where it is and this is what it's looking at. Pit stop done. I think that was possibly the best but most expensive chicken burger I've ever had. Are we making our way up there yet or what? That's what I want to know.
Slow progress.
Are we going up here? I want to go up there. Are we getting into the twisties again now as well?
Yeah, we've got a really nice section now.
What's this pass we're going on?
The Gothard Pass.
The Gothard Pass, 2 F's.
San Gottardo.
Oh, right, okay.
Gothard, sorry,
okay.
yeah, no F's.
So just now starting to get on the proper passes. I can't remember whether this is Gothard or Furka, I have no idea, but look at this. Gothard Pass, I'm being told. But that is, well, it's just a shame I'm not driving up it myself, but that looks absolutely incredible. Look at it. Thought we'd come and admire another amazing view. I'm going to get a brew and enjoy this little bit as well. I don't know where Lee's gone. I don't think they stopped. I don't think there was space for them to stop. So yeah, they've just got off. So hopefully we meet up with them in a bit. San Gottardo, what is it?
San Gottardo, Gothard Pass.
Gothard Pass, San Gottardo. We've done it. We're on our way back down. What else can I say? I mean, that's that. Look at that. Ridiculous. Now we're down into the hairpins. Do you know what? Considering the Swiss don't really like cars, how do they make roads like that? Why can't we have them at home? night 4, 4th hotel. We have arrived. We are at the foot of. We're at the foot of something. We're at the Gothard Pass. I'm just making sure you know where we are. The Gothard Pass, which is down that way. But as you can see, we are at the bottom of the mountains. I'll let you know what this hotel is like. I'm sure it's going to be lovely. There we go. Perfect. Basic but clean and bang on. Well happy with this. I think it's time now to go and see how Leroy's doing. I've not seen him all day. Well, we tried to get Lee out for something to eat. He was having absolutely none of it. So we found an Italian just down the road. Stunning, really good, enjoyed it. Although I ended up with a pepper only pizza, which if you're in the know, you know. Day 5, it's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, probably another stupid idea, but the guys were talking last night about going up in the mountains and seeing if they could see the sunrise, which I think is about 5:37. You can see it's still pretty dark, but I thought I would join them for the ride. How the hell do we get out of here? No idea whose car I'm going in, but a few of the lads are down here at least. Martin's very kindly let me jump in his M3. And we're going to make our way up to the top of the mountain now. Excuse the huddle, I know it's a little bit chavvy, but we are right up in the mountains now. And that, when you see that down there, that makes me wanna, or makes me wish I'd have bought the RS3, because last year when I did this in the RS3, it was absolutely class. It's like a racetrack with a view. We're waiting for it to come up over the mountains. Absolutely beautiful morning. Gasping for a brew. I'm absolutely knackered as well. Do you want to go get some breakfast and a coffee, I think? Just pulled into the services here. I've left my toothpaste in another hotel. We've come to grab a few bits. And Martin's car started making a really weird noise. And we're like, oh, maybe there's just there's something in the brake pads or something, a bit of dust. Because we've just been flying down the mountain then. And we've had a look in the wheel. All seems okay. But then if you look right in, I don't know if that's going to focus. That there is the lens of some glasses that somehow got into the wheel. And you can see it's been like rattling round inside the wheel. That's the maddest thing I've ever seen.
No, the maddest thing I've ever seen is paying £7 for a bottle of deodorant.
£7 for a bottle of deodorant and £7 for a tube of Colgate. Scandalous. So we thought that was the end of it, but it's definitely not. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it on camera, but inside the hub or the bell of the disc, you can actually see the glasses in there.
Fucking hell.
That's not the best on camera, but that in there is basically a bit of sunglasses. It doesn't sound good, but it also doesn't sound like it's falling out. But hopefully we'll get it down the road and fingers crossed it'll fall out. We're leaving Hotel Guetardo Sud, and I think we're all ready to go. We're just waiting for the luggage car, the RS6 boys here, to sort us out, because currently I've got cat. I don't know what he's bought with him, but he's got a whole Performante front boot and whatever the space is behind him, and I'm in with him now. And I said, is there any chance I can put a bag in there? He's like, no mate. So not only are the Scottish tight with the money, they're tight with the space as well. Where are we actually going?
We are going to Italy.
Okay. So the first
more specific.
Yeah.
We're going to go down through Switzerland, and we're going to go. In fact, Switzerland goes all the way right the way down to Lake Como. So we're going to nip across towards Menaggio, go through some twisty bits. We're going to drive down the lake, alongside the lake, take in all of the views. Not drive fast because the roads are narrow. Then we're going to stop off at Lake Como, where Gav suggested there is a pool, so we can have a little bit of a chill out by the pool, by the lake, have some lunch, and then we are going to be driving to Turin, where we're staying overnight at the J Hotel, which is at Juventus football ground.
Sweet. Well, listen, I'm a United fan, so it'd be a good opportunity potentially to slap Paul Pogba around the head. So that's great. Thank you very much for that. So we've got about an hour. Oh, I was in one of these the other day with a Hayabusa engine in it. I don't know if you saw that. I'm intrigued to know, Callum, right? This Perf, did you buy it brand new?
No, second owner.
And so, how old was it when you bought it?
It's a 2019 model, this one. I bought it a year and a half ago.
How much did you buy it for, if you don't mind me asking?
190,000.
Is it still worth that now, or is it more or less, or what?
I had it in for a service just before we left to come here. Lamborghini wanted to buy it off me for a trade-in against an STO, and they offered me 220,000 for it. 220
grand? So you've basically been driving around in a Lamborghini for, well, nothing. Although it looks like we are overtaking on the left-hand side, this, which is obviously correct, but this feels exactly the same as it does at home, because nobody uses the motorway properly at home. Everyone sits in the middle lane, like this guy here, and lane 1 generally, other than a couple of lorries, is free. So this just literally feels like we're undertaking everyone in lane 1. That is in miles an hour, right? We're literally getting pushed along by a Golf. It's an Italian Golf because I can see the plate of it. So in their own country, and this isn't the first car, by the way, there was an Audi before this. The Italians, they're all in a rush. It's still there, look at that. I don't know if that's going to focus, by the way, but the Golf is literally still there, it's sat, and we're now doing more than we was doing before. Where are they all going? We have arrived at the J Hotel, which apparently is part of Juventus's football ground. Now I've seen pictures of this online, and it looks, well, it looks stunning, I'll be honest. It looks really, really good. So hopefully, hey, there's another guy stealing my job here. Hi mate. I don't know who's reporting for, but Mr. there is reporting for somebody. Noisy, but this is the 5th hotel, and it's the J Hotel. It's the J Hotel at Juventus, or somewhere near to Juventus anyway. But yeah, everybody's parked up here. Gonna go have a quick beer, because obviously, well, it's the law, innit? We've been on the road all day. After the Indian, we found some electric scooters, we got lost, found a bar, had a few more pints, and got in at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm in with Khalid today, in the blue McLaren. So wish me luck, because that lad drives like an absolute lunatic. But the good thing with today is, we're going to Monaco. Morning, big lad. Where are we going today? Daily update.
We're going to go to Imperia for lunch. This afternoon, we're going to head up into the mountains. We're going to do the Monaco Rally roads, and then we're going to drop into Nice on the D2204, and then hopefully we'll be in Monaco tonight.
Lee in the green McLaren, Harley, and Lee Heap in the green Huracan, and Callum in the black Lamborghini Performante are all late risers, mate. They're all staying here and they're all going to make their own way in a bit. So we're all going. We've got Jordan in the 765. We have Cal, this is my chariot today, with the 570S. Martin in his F80 M3. We've got the boys, the absolute legends. These are sorting us right out because they're ferrying all the luggage, and this is still keeping up with most of the cars on the motorways. We have so Danny and Steve. Sorry, we've got Mark in his Lotus Mira. That thing, mate. Considering that is what? Well, that is half the money of that, and I genuinely don't think it looks like half the car. It's just stunning. It is. And obviously we've got Siddy in his Gen 1 GT3 RS. I've been in that already. I've been in GT3 RS before. That thing, there's not much that can unstick that from the road. It's ridiculous. So we've ran into a bit of an issue, and every single petrol station seems to only have 95 Bron. But what we have found, ciao! What we have found is a load of octane booster to try and sort out this 95 Bron. What we're saying? Oh yeah,
so
QVC.
I think this is injector cleaner.
Right.
This is fuel treatment.
Yeah.
And we don't have any more octane booster because we bought it.
We bought it all.
Yes, we did.
We're about an hour in, about an hour and 20 minutes to go, 88 kilometres.
Making sure I'm in frame.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Get it right.
I know, the lens, so I've stone chipped the wider lens, that's why this one's a bit shit really, so I do apologise for that.
How come our sponsors didn't PPF it?
I know, they should have done, but unfortunately, I don't know if you can have PPF for a lens actually.
We'll have a look.
But anyway, right, what I do want to know is, how much did this car cost?
109,995.
Right, and how long have you had it?
About 3 years.
And what do you absolutely love about it? What are your favourite things about this car?
Every single option, one of one, MSO paint, all the right options ticked.
Carbon everywhere.
Carbon everywhere, the red seat belts, the red stitching, the red calipers, the sex appeal. Ladies, hit me up, you know where I am. And just
well, yeah,
generally,
this is what I was thinking then. Are you talking about the car now, or you?
Oh, it's a bit of both. We just immerse ourselves in one another. But I like that it doesn't have the high downforce kit. So you can pull up to a restaurant, doors up, and it's still classy. It doesn't look like a Matchbox Hot Wheels kind of car.
Yeah.
I can't really pull off a lime green or a bright yellow or a bright orange. I'm that guy, I'm the pastel guy, as you can see.
Very beige.
Yeah, I like to just be, classy, keep it sophisticated. And when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Whilst we're moving along. Jesus, we're moving along. Whilst we're moving along, is there anything that pisses you off about this car? Are there any things that you go, do you know what? I wish that was better, or I wish that was different, anything?
Genuinely, no. Just the fact that it's a little bit fragile. I'll clip my mirror. Well, stay tuned. Next slide. Insert here. So there was a little bit of a roadworks thing, and it looked like we had to mount the curb. It was late at night. I did have a couple of glasses of wine, and it looked like I had to mount the curb. I was like, no, and it was just the most gentle touch. And whereas a normal car would have just folded the mirror.
Yeah.
I understand why they need to be rigid, because obviously we're hitting 200s and stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of just disintegrated, so I had to clip the glass back in. The indicator's broken, but the carbon's fine. The PPF saved it, did its job. So it's not going to be masses. It's not going to be ridiculous expense, but it is what it is, and just the fact that it gets peppered.
We have got the GT3 RS that kicks up a lot of crap, to be honest. Stay tuned. I'm gonna hold on for dear life as we go. Tunnels!
You're gonna have to stay tuned. I'll pay, shall I?
Yeah. €9.
Prego attendere.
Prego.
Tapped out.
Launch aborted.
Passenger not belted, that's why.
You didn't give me a chance. So unfortunately we seem to have upset a couple of the locals coming down that mountain then. We were driving rather spiritedly, and we were trying to shout out instruction to make sure that nobody was in anybody's way when it was clear to overtake, etc, etc. So
listen, we're very good drivers, let's just say that, right?
Yes, there was a lady who got a little bit upset.
You're welcome that we came to your country and you got to witness such greatness, so let's just leave it there.
You are a very small man. You tried to kill us. Yes, you did. You did.
Wish you the best of luck, okay?
Go. I'm sorry, but you are not a good person. I called them and they are coming.
But yeah, we didn't mean to upset anybody. Hopefully she was alright, because she was fuming, let's be honest. And there's something about an Italian, when an Italian is upset, it's like they're even more upset. Yeah, they're well upset. So yeah, apologies for that if you're watching this video, and I'm pretty sure you won't be. First stop is Imperia, but look at this place, it's beautiful. Well, maybe not the beach. There we go, fed and watered at Cocoa Beach, really nice here. We've got the cars down, let them get some Instagram pictures and stuff, but otherwise, if you haven't been, Imperia, Cocoa Beach, mind the digger. We are now leaving Imperia and we're on our way to Nice. We've not quite got it on the sat nav yet, have we? Have we got it on?
We'll get in there.
Is it saying what the destination is, time and stuff? No.
Why are you asking me these things?
Come on, man. Trying to multitask.
Going to Nice, apparently.
Going to Nice. How far away does it say it is?
So the first stop, the first waypoint is 1 hour and 7 minutes and 45 miles away.
Right, perfect.
We currently have 120 miles of fuel.
Yeah.
That's 2/3 of a tank. We're following the Lotus, driven by one Mark Lowe. The nose lift is up because we need it around here. We've got some free shots. I got a limoncello. What did you have?
I didn't have a limoncello.
Would you have?
No. I'm feeling a bit fragile after last night. I had a skinful. I didn't get in till 1 in the morning. So
I thought you quit the beers.
I'm just gonna.
The viewers will know.
I should quit the beers because it's probably that that's making me so fat. But yeah.
Fat?
Listen,
Never.
I'll leave you lot to it because the radio's going on and it sounds like they're trying to talk to me. I don't know what fuel stop this is, absolutely no idea. How much do you reckon you spent on fuel? Give us a bit of a guess, wild guess.
Like I'll guess now, randomly, and then I'll check later and we'll see how close I am.
How close you are.
What do I win if I'm like within maybe...
I'll get Lee to buy you a breakfast.
£600.
600 notes up to now?
Maybe.
How much do you reckon you spent on fuel, mate?
Thousands and thousands.
How much do you reckon you spent on fuel, mate?
Thousands. Absolutely thousands. Look.
You must have a rough guesstimate. What's that? That's not even €60. Go on. Rough idea, you must know.
What, 1,200 quid, 1,100 quid?
Do you reckon?
Not much.
Ouch. How much do you reckon you've spent so far?
Thousands.
No chance.
I'm only joking. No, it's mega economical. I think it's probably one of the best on the run.
I think you're right there.
It's been...
you reckon about 400 quid?
I've actually no idea. I've zero idea.
No,
Sorry.
just 400 quid. It's been way
No,
more.
I've no idea.
Another little bit of drama, another car, another engine management light, but this car pretty much runs on 99 at home and it's been running on decent fuel here, but the last few petrol stations we've only been able to get 95, but you can actually feel it missing a little bit. It doesn't feel great, does it? So hopefully...
Do you know any good mechanics?
No, actually I don't. He's a mechanic. But hopefully we'll be alright. I think it's just not liking the 95 on fuel. We were just coming into the sort of technical twisty sections of the roads then through the mountains, and I've got to say one thing, right? This Lotus, just here, considering it's obviously 400 horsepower and these are all sort of 600, 550 plus at least, that car through the bends was sticking with us, wasn't it?
It's like glue on the tarmac, and it's a manual, so he's obviously changing properly as well.
He is working it hard, and honestly, he was flying around. He's on Cup 2s as well, which are on surfaces like this, nice and warm, are amazing. But that car,
outside
I love it, you know.
temperature at the moment, we're looking around 26, 28 degrees.
26 to 20, well, 26.
Feels like 35.
It does feel hot, but we're enjoying it.
Our tyre temperatures are in the 50s.
Seriously?
So, yeah.
All right, we're getting nice and hot. The engine management light's not gone off, but as I say, we think it's the fuel. We do think it's the fuel, so we'll see how we get on. And here on Evil GT, we have the kiss of death on most cars. And by the sounds of it, it ain't just our own. Talk to us, Carl, what's happening?
So we are currently in limp mode. We're still stuck like glue to these lot though, because you know, we drive. Look at that. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Today will be good. And yeah, we've got a lot of lag. So the engine management light is on. It says engine system faults. We've only been able to get 95 grade fuel, which in reality is probably like 87 around here. It's like probably watered down crap. The car's running a bit lumpy. Well, it was. Now it's just down on power, lack of boost. We've just managed to avoid a police roadblock courtesy of a local who was on his phone and he managed to flag us down because we were absolutely killing.
What a guy, right? I don't know whether he was French or Italian. I would assume Italian because the French, the ones I've met anyway, weren't particularly nice people. If you do watch this channel, which I doubt very much,
like and subscribe.
Carl has said he will buy you a breakfast.
Most definitely.
This is home for the night in Nice, south of France. I think the cars look right at home in Nice, to be fair. Our hotel in Nice, Mark's just getting ready in there. We literally have the only hotel room on this hotel with a balcony, as you can see. So we've absolutely smashed that there. But I mean, cars are just down there having a sleep for the night. They have been driven hard. Oh, there's Leroy. Leroy, give us a wave. Lee. Hey mate. That looks heavy, yeah? It is? There looks like there's a lot of Louis Vuitton bags down there. There looks like there's a lot. I reckon they've had it heavy there. Lee, it doesn't look like you made it out of Monaco unscathed.
That looks expensive.
This other Lee's got a nervous chuckle there as well. That looks heavy, that mate. He's knackered. This place is absolutely phenomenal. The rooms are amazing, and well, that is our view. We are I have no idea where we're going, so I do need to speak to Siddy and get a bit of a situation report for you lot. What day are we on, Sid?
Maybe 6.
We are currently in Nice, south of France.
Today we're gonna drive through Nice. We're gonna head up into the mountains. We're gonna pick up the bottom section of the Route Napoleon, and then we're going to stop halfway. I think the place is called Chorges. We've got a nice little hotel spa there.
Spa as well?
Well, listen, there was a massage at Lake Como and it turned out to be a jacuzzi, so
yeah, that's true.
It wasn't actually somebody massaging, it was the bubbles in the pool. We
are leaving the hotel, what is it, St. Paul, Le St. Paul Summit in Nice. Lovely hotel, really nice. We got the only one with a balcony, just in case I'd not told you that. You've not seen the previous video. If you haven't, go and check it out, because there's probably loads of videos before this one. This is day 6 or 7, and we've not quite worked it out. But we're on our way to a coffee shop. Leroy is there. So we've just been for a coffee, and finally we've got Leroy back in the convoy. Leroy and the other Leroy in the green Huracan. But we have finally got Leroy back in the 720, so let's see if he sticks with us and gets his foot down a bit. I've got to get that dad run on camera. The car's gone, the bloody car's gone. Oh no.
Go on, you can reach that.
Let's go! Oh no! Oh. They're like dogs out of a trap. The police there, ready for us on the scooters, ready to go. Hopefully we're all going to be all right.
Lane to turn left onto.
Why is there 4 lanes in the middle of like a town?
Mark's having an absolute Western super here. There's just lanes everywhere. The thing is with the French, right? The French just drive wherever the French want to drive. That's how it works. We are low on fuel now, 40 kilometres on fuel, but we seem to be sort of up and out of the way in the stick, so hopefully we can find somewhere with decent fuel, sharpish. So we have managed to find this petrol station, which is in the arse end of nowhere in France, somewhere in France. I couldn't even tell you where we are, but there's a supermarket over there, so I'm going to go and get some supplies. These boys can fill up. Callum doesn't really need to, he's got about 3/4 of a tank, but you may as well while we're stopped. But there's also a jet wash. You're going to put it through the circular one with the spinny things.
That's what I always use.
Fair play to Mark for the absolute dedication of washing his car, because usually I can never be arsed. So I have got you a bag full of goodies here, mate, from Le Supermarché. I think that's how it's pronounced, especially with my perfect French accent.
Le jambon et fromage.
Le jambon et fromage sandwich. Does that sound about right?
Baguette.
Ah! This is terrifying. Wait a minute. We're absolutely peddling. And whilst Mark's eating a ham and cheese sandwich, Callum's flying along. I was literally just enjoying my pot here, and all of a sudden, Callum's got a second wind, and he's pedalling. Look at him.
Sandwich is gone now. We're good.
That's good. So this is a Route Napoleon. We've never done this before, and I've got to say, this for me, because you can see so far there's plenty of forgiveness in the width of the road, and there's only been the odd 1 or 2 really tight corners. Some of them are super nice sweeping bends like this. And I've got to say as well, the grip on this car is fucking amazing. It's obviously on Cup 2s as we know, but it is so good. Are you enjoying yourself?
It works a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. This is where this Lotus needs to be. So we've had to reduce the pace a little bit. It looks like at some point it was raining, whether that was today or yesterday. It is damp, you can see the water coming up off Cal's tyres up in front. But he is 4x4 or 4-wheel drive, quattro, whatever you want to call it. All 4 wheels drive the car. We definitely don't. Not only that, we're on Cup 2s. And Cup 2s, when it gets damp, don't work like Cup 2s in the dry.
It gets a bit squiggly, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So we're going to take our time. I've just seen a sign, we passed a sign there. We're going to that Grenoble, whatever, and it said 261 kilometres away. It's already 2:45 in the afternoon. This has been taking ages, so we could have done without the damp road, to be fair, because we do need to get a wriggle on, don't we? And amazingly, we managed to catch up with the rest of the guys, so we've got Cal taking pictures of his McLaren there. Look at that for a view. Look at that. That is some... Are you still here, you?
You're taking pictures of me?
Yeah.
Listen,
you and your McLaren.
You make sure you get my good side, yeah?
So for those who don't know, right, if you've not seen the previous video,
there's
Cal,
a reason why.
Would it be safe to say you were a rather portly individual before?
Listen, I lived a lot of life. Didn't
But you
move
weren't
very
looking
much.
after yourself, was you?
No, I wasn't. But this is a new reform, so tune into my fitness channel.
Have you got one?
Soon to come. No, might do. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
If we get 1,000 likes on this video, we'll start one, me and Ben.
Yes, we'll do one together.
We will motivate all of you
I know,
to get into shape and live your best lives. And just for $49 a month, we can...
But then we do have Mysterious Martin, and Mysterious Martin, he used to look after himself, and now he looks like that.
Let it go a little bit. Only with the gym three times since I've been here.
Shocking that, mate. I want to know, your car, we had the engine management light on, how is it performing today?
So I have a total of perhaps 250 horses at the moment.
Right, okay.
We left some of them in Monaco. The engine management light's gone off, but it says system fault, engine system fault, call McLaren. And I haven't called McLaren because what are they going to do?
Well, that's it from here. There's not a lot they can do.
There might be a McLaren somewhere. They might give me some sort of bougie courtesy car. We never know.
Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
I do have one criticism of Lotus and their cars, right? There's absolutely nowhere to put your road trip sweets and goodies other than in my way, down by my feet. So, Lotus, right? When you design your cars again, can you just make sure some sort of snack holder? So unfortunately we have it on good authority that Lee and Lee in the green McLaren and in the green Huracan, who is the number 2 just up there, sorry if we're obviously driving along, but Lee has just messaged the group then, we've been stopped by the police, they want to take the cars, me and Lee, so obviously that's Lee, Heap in the green Huracan. By the sounds of it, it's a €750 fine each, and they're going to impound the cars for a week. They were in a 70 kilometre an hour limit, doing 150 kilometres, apparently, allegedly. So they won't provide Lee with any evidence. They said they don't need to in France. No speed gun evidence, nothing. They've just literally gone, yeah, we're having your car for a week, €750 fine, and that's that, which is fair enough, but surely you need evidence for that, surely. But apparently not. French police have said we don't need it. You're coming with me, so they've done a escort to the police station, but they're now getting booked in. Cars are impounded for a week, so God knows what's going to happen. I have absolutely nailed this. This is a French chocolate eclair, but the cream on the inside is chocolate as well. How have I not had these in my life before? What are we saying about that?
Feel like we're going to have heartburn.
It's getting late now, to be fair. It is 25 to 6 in the afternoon. We definitely should have been at the hotel by now. But Martin in the M3 has gone to collect them, and so has Danny in the RS6. So hopefully between the two of them, they'll be able to get all the luggage and the 4 people in the car. There we go, we have arrived at AX Hotel, Restaurant and Spa. Excellent spa. Entrance is down there apparently, but we're going to go and check in first. The Lees and Lee's wives are not here yet. Martin's not here because he went and helped to pick them up along with Danny and Steve in the RS6, so hopefully before this video ends I'll see them and I'll be able to sort of give you a bit of an update to see how bad things actually are.
You on the, what's this here?
Squidges.
Very nice.
It's the only thing I recovered from the vehicle. And myself. 150 in an 80, not too fast really. Cal does 250 in an 80, so
at least.
We've been banned for 6 months from driving in France, which is not the end of the world. €750 fine, had to be paid in cash. That is dodgy. Cash only, right?
I saw it.
I don't even know if it was real police. Anyway, so we went in and it was like, you can pay on card. So it was like, fine.
So I've got...
No, you can't pay on card. It's a cash only. And then we said we're keeping your car for a week. Thought you were banned from driving here.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Not banned when you want to drive it here.
So this is the actual police garage in France. Looks a bit dodgy to me, this.
He's had a traumatic day, bless him. Look, he's hungry, you can see, and he's gagging for a pint. But we're going to go and get some food now. But yeah, that sounded like an awful day, mate. You look knackered.
Well, if you look on the positive side, I can't possibly get done for speeding in France again this trip because I'm banned, and I haven't got a car, and it's not going to cost me any more fuel because I haven't got a car to put it in, have I?
Ah, my battery's flat. Day 7 on my passenger tour through Europe. AX Hotel in Chorges. People have quite clearly gone delirious. Look at the state of him there. We've got Lee after the absolute debacle, and Lee's missus over there. The other Lee in the green Huracan. I was looking around for it then, but we don't have it. And his wife are here. I think they're getting in with the lads in the RS6, maybe. But we're all going to make our way up to Geneva today, which I'm quite looking forward to. Siddy isn't here yet for his sort of, like more detailed route. The Lotus is going to take my bags, but I'm actually going today.
The C63 convertible. So I think because obviously Martin's going to be a full car M3, he's not exactly going to be able to go driving around like a lunatic. So I think we'll probably end up tootling with them, and the rest of the guys will go flying off, I assume. But me and big Chris Brigelli there, you can see he's back there with All Saints on. We're going to be in here, and I'll be topping up my Greek complexion. Looking amazing. I'm actually looking forward to this. It's going to be a bit different. Hopefully with no roof on. I'm going to be getting... What?
This is why you should invest in PPF.
PPF, that is method, I would say. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I should be able to get some good shots in this car now. Mackey's has been completed. McDonald's UK, right? I don't know if it's just because you think that we're too childish and immature to only have one beer from McDonald's and not loads. That's why you don't offer it. But French McDonald's, I've got a can of Heineken with my meal. Like, why can't we do that in the UK? 2 hours 40 minutes to Geneva, so let's go. Champagne and a straw.
Well,
and I asked for beer.
They don't do beers apparently at service stations in motorways.
That could be more French. If
so.
Like, hey! 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 place is beautiful.
Yeah.
Right on Lac de what?
Lac de, I don't know, mate. Why are you asking me?
We've come to a place called Annecy, right? This place, I think it's pronounced Annecy, it's probably something completely different, but it is stunning. The river down the middle and all these nice old buildings. More to the point, what happened yesterday?
We did the route Napoleon, which is this twist is through the mountains and stuff. We were supposedly doing 150, which I'm not too sure we were. We didn't know, but the speed limit was 80 kilometres. But the police said we will give you photographic evidence, which actually they didn't. They said we don't need it. We're going to fine you anyway. So €750 fine, 6 months ban in France, which I don't really care about because I don't even like it here anyway. Well, it's more the French police I don't like. We got to come back in 7 days. I've decided to fly back tomorrow from Geneva. We're on our way to Geneva today.
So right, that 7 days is up on Thursday next week, and I think what we're going to do is probably drive out. No, we'll fly out and then pick the car up, and I'll have to drive it home. Remember this guy? Him here.
Way back.
Do you know what? Seriously, people, I did that video, or we did that video, I should say, with the, where did we go? Oh, the Wales road trip video, right at the beginning of it. You've explained exactly why you weren't in the videos much anymore, or at all in some instances, and people...
I don't have a car anymore.
And there is that, but people are still asking, where's Lee? So, he is here, he's in France with me. We've got about, I think it's about 40 minutes back to Geneva, and it's a spa hotel, so we're going to see Lee and his budgie smugglers, can't wait for that. Hey baby.
Sight for sore eyes.
It's a race against time because we found out there's only 12 spaces in the hotel spa, but there's obviously like 19, 20 of us. 6 go at 7 till summit, and then another 6 go later on at 9:30 or whatever. So we're racing on to try and get to the hotel in time. Hey, do you know what's cool to see, right? We become immune to these cars a little bit, don't we? Because we see them quite a lot, and you know, that kind of stuff. You become not really bothered, a bit desensitized. But it's really cool to see kids and people, old, young, all kinds of different people.
It's nice because we were once those kids.
Yeah, we were, yeah. Absolutely buzzing when they see some cool cars, so that is very, very nice to see. And they're French, so I don't mind these ones, they're all right. So somehow we've managed to make our way to the front of the queue by absolutely bullying our way in. I know for a fact that Siddy purposely left the cafe before to make sure he was at the spa in time. And now we're in front of him, he's going to be fuming.
Guess who's getting a massage tonight? Benji.
Yes! He's got a... Come on, Dad! Go! Situation report.
We f***ed it.
So thankfully, although where we've just been was lovely, I'm a little bit glad we're out of France now. With everything now, well, we are. We're back in front. So we have arrived at Everness Hotel and Resort, and I've got to say, first impressions, this place is beautiful, absolutely stunning. But the boys were here, we've obviously rushed to get here before these lot, book our spa spot, so that no one else can have one, because that's how selfish we are. But I've actually realised that my pedos are in his car in the Lotus, so hey, are we getting in the spa or what?
Yeah, there's 2 slots.
Oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but we are fully booked. We've boxed the last few spots off.
I love the first ones.
Oh no, they're gone.
Don't worry, listen.
Honestly, they're gone.
We get privileges, don't worry. It's all
Who
good.
does?
I do. I'll show you.
How's the car been anyway? Have you fixed it yet?
No, it's just cruising. I'll have to jack the back end up, take the near side wheel off, and then take the arch liner off to see the boost pipe.
That sounds like a big job, that.
Yeah, who's going to do that on the roadside? But I'm alright, I'm sticking with everyone. I'm just chilling.
With your 200 horsepower?
You know me.
Flying along, yeah?
I've got my reggae mix on.
Mr. Paul Harley there. So, we have arrived at the hotel, Inverness, in Switzerland. We've just come up to the room. I've reunited with Mark, who's had another passenger today, because I've been in the EC63 with Chris, drinking champagne, although I wasn't drinking that because I don't drink alcohol. But what are you laughing at? But I think we're going to go and have a swim, and for an hour maybe, and because I'm not that hungry, to be honest, and then we'll probably go for a pint. I just need to make sure that everything's plugged in. This is the life of a YouTuber. So I've done this now, what, 7 or 8 times, where I have to get this bag, get everything out of it. We've got a big massive battery pack there and all my other bits and bobs. But yeah, we've got to plug everything in, get everything charged, the walkie-talkie, the batteries, the other batteries, my phone, everything. Mark, bit of an update about your car. I put you well on the spot.
I'm on the spot there, aren't I? Yeah. No, I do. Fell in love with it, I think, on these mountain roads. They work. That's where it should be, and it's been doing the job. Like I say, I think you've been around me, haven't you, and seen and in and out of it, and it's performed. It's performed really well, in good company as well with the people that we're on here with.
Well, most of them are all right, but. Good morning, Inverness Hotel and Resort, day 8, I think, something like that. We are going today from this hotel in Geneva to Reims, St. Remy, something like that, which is kind of like halfway between here and home, because tomorrow we're going to be driving all the way home. I'm looking forward to the drive back now. I'm absolutely knackered. We went out into Geneva last night. By the way, for anybody who's wondering, Geneva, oh my God, I thought Dubai was expensive. Geneva is a whole different level, so I recommend taking the big checkbook if you do end up going there. So I have managed to bum a lift with Serious Simon over here. Yesterday I completely forgot to ask Sid here which way that we needed to go, and you know, the routing and things, where we're going. Whereas today I definitely can't forget that, because I'm sat right next to you. So have you got a bit of an idea as to what we're actually doing and where we're going today?
Yeah, so today is heavy. Anybody who does these European tours that are right down to the south of France and or right the way into the Alps, Italy, Austria, you'll know that you're going to have at least one day, maybe 2 days out and back, where you just have to break the back of the miles, yeah? So today we're going to do about 290 mile up to Reims.
I don't know.
We did it last year. It's a little old circuit with the grandstands and stuff, and we'll park up, take some photos, razz it up and down maybe if we can, and then head over 45 minutes to where we're going to stay and spend our last night ahead of getting the tunnel back tomorrow. There's a few weary heads because I think there's a few people on the shandies last night.
Yeah, well,
I think you might have had some.
I had a couple of beers, right, but I've got to be honest, I only had maybe 3 or 4, which for me is unbelievable. The rest of the night was on water, and that included a load of tequila shots coming, a bottle of vodka, all kinds of other shite, and I just took the water out of the bucket, out of the ice bucket. I'm a new man.
Seriously?
Yeah, honestly, and that's the reason why I've done that, is because I've done too many tours now and trips where I've gone like a bull in a china shop with the ale, because you know I like a beer, I enjoy a beer, having a few, and the next day I pay for it. So the idea was to just take it easy on this little sort of drive back towards Reims, but we found this like bit of a road on the route, obviously, and it's mega. Some absolutely mint twists and turns in this. There's people flying down as well, and obviously we've got, I don't know if you'll be able to see, Cal just behind us there with his Paulie McLaren. But we're just picking up the pace now. Martin's flying around as well in his M3. We're well happy about this.
One la cure. I wish I knew what that meant.
Back in France?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. roads are mint as well. I mean, they're not twisty or anything, but you can see for miles and you just absolutely fly down the road.
That's a good little section.
That was class. Jordan's not happy about that, but that was good fun, very good fun. We are 3 hours 18 minutes from the next stop, which is, I'm assuming that is Reims, the actual where the track is.
Yeah, I just need a few more minutes to just
chill out,
compose myself.
We were flying along then, and yeah, 3 hours 18 minutes, 376 kilometers still to go. What's that? Super ethanol.
E85, bro.
Get it in.
Get a map on.
Get a map on, get it in. Quick pit stop completed. Oh, I miss my saloon. Do you know what? I reckon if I got another B7, I would get a cab. Mind all of these McLarens and Porsches and shit. B7 cab. So that pit stop has only added on 3 minutes. Just completed half of France in record time. We've done a France delete. As we just drove past that bar, which is on the left as you come down the ramp to this car park, the shutters look down to me. So it was closed down, that other bar was definitely closed. But opposite it, City found this one right by the car park, so we come up to the top, found a bar. Literally, no, we've just sat down with a drink and we're 1-0 down. Nearly 2-0 down. United lost 2-1. You'll all have known that by now. Shite. So we are literally on our way back to the car. I'm going to meet up with the rest of the guys. We've got some like chalet type thing or something. So I'll let you see what it's all about when we get there. Tidy old Saab 900 there. You don't see many of these. Yeah, we're trying to get out of Reims, and it is absolute carnage. I'll be honest. That is the bird shit. Wrap that they've gone for there. That's absolutely covered. I have got to apologise that all the other cars aren't here. A few of the guys were here scattered around earlier on, but I wanted to watch the United game, which I wish I'd not bothered now because it was a shower of shite, to be honest. But we do still have Danny and Steve in the RS6, which is, I believe, it's like stage 1 MRC tuned, about 700 horsepower, so it moves, to be fair. Wow is all I can say. Wow. I mean, straight away, wow is the fact that that swing is holding city up there. But this place is unbelievable. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at it. This is all just for us. We've hired the whole thing out. It's absolutely beautiful. Well happy with this. We're going to end up having an accident here. I'm not taking you to the hospital, no chance. Yeah, Lee and his wife and the other Lee and his wife have all landed home safe and sound. I think what we're going to end up doing is flying back out next Thursday, and then I'm going to have to drive his McLaren back. Oh, what such a shit job that, isn't it? Someone's got to do it though, haven't they? I think that's going to be the plan, so we'll see how we get on. But otherwise, this is the end of day, God knows what, 8 maybe? Unfortunately, tomorrow is going to be the drive home. Whether I film that, because it's usually a sad video that we're all coming back to the UK in the shit roads and the M6 and the M25 and all that. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do subscribe if you haven't already, like and hit the bell. And I shall see you tomorrow morning, potentially, when we're on our way home. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the gaff.
Yeah, there's a special chair in here for you.
Is there?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Seen him? Special one for you, that, Benji.
You're such a heightist bastard.
Fucking special.
Hey, nice gaff this.
How good is it?
Yeah. Bang on.
Pleased with this.
Is it for sale?
4-bedder upstairs for you boys, this one.
Oh, it's a downstairs bathroom, shower room and everything as well. Hey, it's a nice gaff this. There's a little bit of behind the scenes of the house that we've got, or houses I should say. I'm going upstairs, let's have a look up here. See if I can tax my bedroom. What we got? Who's wearing here?
These two, Steve, me. Nice room, Joe.
So you pair in here?
No.
Oh,
he's in that one.
Really? You got your own?
I'm in that one.
Look at
And
this. Another massive bathroom. Nice that. What's in here? It's just a cupboard. That's just a cupboard.
It's a 4-bedroom one.
Right. So then there's that one and that one. That was like the most rubbish house tour.
In the shower?
Yeah. Yeah, seeing it. It's like the most rubbish house tour I've ever shown anybody, but it was a quick one. And yeah, this place is stunning. And I can't see, he's literally just told me how much he got it for. And it's an absolute bargain as well. So anyway, that is definitely the end now. I'll leave you all to it. Hey, say ta-ra.
It's all secluded. I'm going to say ta-ra.
To YouTube.
Instagram story. Ta-ra to YouTube.
Ta-ra YouTube. Are you just going to say ta-ra to YouTube?
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
This is emotional. We're gonna miss you.
We'll see you on the next trip, YouTube.
Nice of you to join us.
Day 9. I wasn't going to film this. This may never see the light of day, but because it's the drive home, innit? And nobody wants to drive home really. It's a bit boring. There's a lot of motorway. Loads. It's all motorway actually. All motorway up through France now. About 3 hours of France to Calais. Train, and then obviously the 4-5 hours up. But yeah, this place honestly is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, look at it. Everything's packed. I'm just waiting for Mark now in the Lotus so he can give me a lift home. 765 LT.
Yeah.
Are there any things about this car that you actually don't like that have pissed you off a little bit? Anything?
Yeah and no. The seats, they're good in some situations.
Small doses, do you reckon?
Like in the mountains, they're perfect because they're holding you in tight. But on just when you're just munching miles on the motorway, they kill you back. Everything else though, performance-wise, don't really get any better than that, does it?
I don't think so, mate. No, I think that is the pinnacle, really, isn't it? Yeah. For cars that are well built for the track and the road and however you want to call it, it's been by far the fastest. This is today's episode with Cal and his 570S.
So as you can see, this is not McLaren approved coolant, but it will do. It's from the mountains. So I had a bit of a coolant leak yesterday.
Oh dear.
So I'm
where from?
From the offside front corner.
Oh no, that's
so
not good.
Because I'm in limp mode.
Yeah.
I don't have enough boost.
Right.
So when I'm in 7th, we were cruising at 210 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that translates to. So I was redlining in 6th the whole way.
Okay.
Hot day, air conditioning on, vibing, just chilling, not paying any attention, and the coolant gauge went to amber, and then I could smell glycol, you know, in the antifreeze. I was like, which idiot's got a freaking leaking car? And it's me. So
that guy.
I'm just topping it up now. I'm going to nurse it home, hoping for the best.
Good.
Just keep some coolant with us.
Are you going to stick with us or what? Here's Gavala. Here's Gavala here. Look at him.
Will.
Fine figure of a man there. Hey Gav, how's the C63 been?
Mega.
Enjoyed it?
Car in the tour, mate. Car in the tour.
That is Gavala's C63. And whilst Siddy pervs on his GT3 RS just over here, how have you found your car, mate?
I have only had it for about 3 weeks, so it's the first time I've got a chance to sort of drive it properly, and I can honestly say it's been fantastic. It's been faultless. It's quicker than you think, actually. It's not
deceivingly fast.
Yeah, it's like
because it's NA.
It's not quick in a straight line in comparison to some of these cars.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously some of the McLarens and stuff. You know, my old car. But you can really use it, and it's quicker than you think. And we've had great fun, haven't we? And,
we have, mate.
On the twisties, it's hard to find a better suited car to those roads. Smooth tarmac, sweepers, hard on the brakes, tight turns, low speed corners. It's just fantastic. And look at it.
Looks mega, mate. Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed it because it's been. I've been in it twice. I've done 2 days in it, and yeah, it's been absolutely incredible, that car. Danny, good morning, mate.
Morning. Knackered.
You come in the RS6, which annoyingly for you, it turned out to be the sort of the extra luggage, because obviously you can tell that some people don't have a shitload of room in some of these cars.
However, would you rather have done this in any other car? Is there anything about this car that's annoyed you, or do you think, do you know what, it's been perfect for the trip?
Bit of both, really. It's been perfect for comfort, performance in a straight line, but you ain't getting around the twisties as quick as
But then there's not much that is, to be fair.
No, exactly. So that's the only thing that I'd say has let it down a little bit, but
maybe rather something that isn't quite that big and heavy, something maybe a little bit smaller but still has a decent amount of space. Something like my RS3.
Potentially, yeah. Or even if that had ceramics, ceramics would have made a massive difference.
Yeah, because
maybe shocks, because it's on airbags. So.
It's on airbags, so it's a little bit wallowy in the corners, but also the brakes
of springs and shocks.
Yeah,
with ceramics, it probably would have been a little bit easier to keep up to a degree.
But otherwise, you have thoroughly enjoyed your trip with us.
I think I've probably been the comfiest.
I think I would definitely say you've been the comfiest.
I'll take that one, yeah.
I did, what did we do yesterday? About 45 minutes coming back from Reims in this.
Yeah, you drove,
and,
didn't you?
And yeah, you could fall asleep. It's dead comfy. Is it Stage 1 MRC?
Stage 1 MRC,
It is rapid, to be fair, and it sounds mega as well. Now I know you lot at home are like, oh, I'm anti-BMW, I'm not, genuinely. There are a few. One, I'm joking. And there are a few that I've driven and I do really like. Apart from the gearbox in the M2 competition, that's bollocks for the road. But that XM thing, what were they thinking, man? What were they thinking? What's your opinion on that?
It's offending me in the mirror.
That's like the scene out of Kevin and Perry, innit? And he goes, oh, your face offends my mirror. That is not a looker. But it's like 650 horse, I think, or something more than that. But apparently it doesn't feel any quicker than the X5M, which is a miles better looking car than that monstrosity. The front doesn't look that bad, but the back of it, which is actually the opposite of a lot of the BMWs, like the 3 and 4 series or the M3, M4, the front of them I'm still not keen on, but the back of them, you know, look decent. Well, it's just been gapped by a low Samira anyway. See in a bit. Oh, he's coming! He's coming! No! Get your foot in! Get in! Hey, the French is having a go there. Is that the fastest? That could be the fastest a French person has ever moved. We're at the tunnel. Now technically our tunnel time isn't until about 3:20, but I think we're going to try and see if we can smuggle ourselves onto an earlier train. I saw you getting gapped before by us then. Bit embarrassing for you, to be honest. But yeah, that is a result because we were supposed to be on the 3:20 in the afternoon train, but we've got here well early, we've made up loads of ground, and we're on the 1:20 train. We are back home! So we have literally just left the Euro Tunnel. It's saying 4 hours and 10 minutes, 263 miles to go. So all I'm hoping is that the M6 is kind to us, because I know exactly what this can be like. So like usual, M25, like a car park, basically. So hopefully we can get through this. But this is the first time we've really hit any traffic, innit, Mark?
It is indeed. All the way over Europe, and you guaranteed to hit it when you get back, aren't you?
Sunday afternoon, and it's gridlocked. Finally through the M25 traffic, we are on the M1, 2 hours and 18 minutes left to go, 160 miles. His car's broke. So Cal's car is still broken, but it is still running. I am telling you guys right now, at some point I'm going to have an original Mini Cooper on this channel. Are there any bits that you don't actually like about this car?
I thought I might not like the gearbox at first. It took a little bit of getting used to, but I think now I've found it, figured out how to use it. It's been great, especially on the country roads, up and down the gears, around the corners. I have fallen in love with driving the manual again, even though you'll have seen the other videos where You
struggled.
might think that.
Where you struggled.
But that's pretty likely, isn't it?
Yeah. And otherwise, though, is there anything else you love this car? Otherwise,
I think otherwise, yeah, it's outperformed what it should do on paper, I think.
I think so too. It's definitely held up with the other cars. As soon as you think Lotus, in my head anyway, you sort of think, oh, it's going to be really cramped and cheap and nasty and, you know, not great. It'll be great to drive, but the rest of it will be rubbish. But you've got virtual cockpit up there. That's an editing thing. That there, the speed. Don't worry about that. He's panicking. You've got Apple CarPlay. There's literally Alcantara leather, Alcantara headlining. I mean, it's beautiful in here. All the contrast stitching. It's a stunning car, and for the money, again, I know I've said this a million times, but for the money, this car surpasses my expectations based on how it looks and how it drives. I am officially back at the unit to come and pick my car up. What an unbelievable 8-9 days that has been. Thank you very much to everybody that come on it. To Mark for being my chauffeur for a lot of it. This car is beautiful. It sounds amazing, it goes amazing, it handles amazing. I can't tell you, I can't speak highly enough of that car. The trip was unbelievable, the hotels were unbelievable, the people were unbelievable, the cars were unbelievable. And hopefully next year we get to do it all over again. That is us done on the 2023 European road trip. Thank you very much to everybody involved.
Now we've got to go back after 7 days to pick up the cars from somewhere in France. So not only did we do a €750 fine, there's €180 to pay when we go and pick the car up from the garage, storage. Cheers, mate. So not only have I got to pick my car up, my McLaren, he's got to pick his Lambo up. What have you got to say about that?
Well,
he's got a bit more to say than he did the last time. With the camera in his face.
You wasn't happy last time, was you?
Nice of you to join us. No comment, officer.
We got Uncle Benji. He's driving mine because, as people don't know, we are banned in France, aren't we?
Just a little.
Absolute rebel.
And Danny is picking up the Lambo.
Yeah.
Ever driven a Lambo before?
Not fast enough. Flying from Liverpool to Nice, so we've decided that we're going to get the copper who arrested these pair of reprobates a souvenir from Liverpool.
Such an amazing neighbour.
This isn't an actual joke. We're going to get the guy something practical. So Liverpool, what's Liverpool renowned for? The Beatles, right? Love Me Do.
Job done.
So we have got a bit of a fallback plan if we do won't let us have the cars back. We're going Benidorm with this lot.
How much?
More than a tuber.
We're in a taxi now. We've got 2 hours to go to there, wherever that is.
Yeah.
As you can see, €221.
Okay.
The only difference is he's upgraded us. How
Business
much?
class.
€400.
And you've got to pay half.
I'm paying that price, mate. Who takes a taxi somewhere and then stops off for the scenic, for the lake bit? I mean,
The taxi driver wanted a cigarette, and he's just gone round there for a wee. So, but I remember this lake on our actual trip. You guys might be able to see it in the videos. You'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this, because it's like a really weird green colour.
There is a slight thing with that.
What?
I didn't leave it in the videos.
Why not?
Because I thought it was boring.
Unbelievable.
Just want to go through what actually happened. If you didn't watch the video last week, charged,
If you didn't watch
accused.
the video last week, this ain't going to make much sense, is it?
Well, we'll go and watch it and come back. We supposedly were doing 150 kilometres an hour in an 80, which is 70 over. If you're doing more than 50 over, supposedly in France, they confiscate your car. And that's what happened with us. €750 fine, 6 months ban in France, another €180 when we get there for the storage in the car garage, which was a weird Renault garage. It wasn't a police compound. We've not got the car back yet, but in theory, it should be okay.
Yeah, so if you're watching up to this point, so far so good.
You've got your licence, you've got any insurance, yeah?
Loads of insurance,
Right.
me, mate, yeah.
And you're going to drive it to Calais.
Okay.
So it's about 12 hours to Calais.
Yeah.
Okay with that, yeah?
I can complete that, no danger.
But if you are a regular viewer of the channel, you will remember that on Evil GT, what happens?
Oh, nothing goes according to plan, mate, no. So I reckon your car will either have doors missing or wheels missing. It'll probably be up on bricks. Something will not be right with it. It won't start. The battery will be flat. There'll be something like that.
Never been to this place before because you didn't turn up. You didn't come back and rescue us, did you?
No.
Anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah.
There is another story. What might cause us issues now we're here.
All right.
Is this a story about some keys? What happened with some keys?
Nicola's got them in a bag.
So can you tell a story? What happened with these keys?
Well, I was just a little bit pissed off, so I took keys out of the van.
What, that van in that compound there?
That van in that compound, yeah. I'll post them back if they send me my licence back.
Fuck me, it's like Fortress.
This is like, you know, when you go and look at a car that's like 3 hours away.
Yeah.
But for us, this is 4 hours away.
Yeah.
And you get here and no one's in.
That's upsetting, isn't it?
My boss?
I think so far so good. I've got to be honest. I don't want to count my chickens though because the car isn't physically out of this building, but we're doing all right.
We didn't get this entrance last time, did we?
No.
It's still here.
Sorry, can I take a pictures with you? For my boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I drive in France now?
Yeah, car fine.
I don't know, mate. I never looked at it. I'm just glad to have it back.
Looks all right to me. Is ours okay?
It looks all right to me, mate. I tell you what, though, I do like these Megane RSs.
Yeah,
they're
nice,
expensive, them. I think they're big money.
Well, all I know with that car is, and that one, it definitely hasn't moved for a week.
Okay, so they've been there since. Oh,
yeah,
dear.
because we got the keys for this.
need
We
a
got the
big
keys for that.
checkbook.
Right, I'm getting in this side because I can't drive.
Thank God.
This was a little bit too easy, I reckon.
So far, it's been, in my opinion, way too easy. Yeah, way too easy.
I mean, now we've got the car, I'll be completely honest. My wife said, don't come back for it, get it transported, because they're going to lock you up when you get here. And I didn't think that might not be the truth, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But we've not been locked up. Here he is, he's got his flag. Are you happy now you've got your car back, yeah?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
So we're waiting on Lee now because he's got a ghost problem.
He's got a ghost problem. He's got an electrical fault, and usually people say it's McLarens that have the electrical problems, but we seem to be doing okay so far.
3-4 hours to Lyon. We're going to try and do Lyon, get there for 8:30, do some beers.
Yes, beers.
We need some food on the way.
I definitely need something to eat. I'm starving
let's
now.
do it. I didn't like the French up until today, but actually, you know, I've come round to him a little bit because he was all right in the end.
I think you just have to soften them up a bit. Yeah, that's all it is. The French are too serious. Soften them up the sound.
We've got about 15 hours of driving now from this point without speeding, which is going to be pretty difficult, really.
Well, it is with 940 horsepower, yeah. What you're basically saying to me is I've got to tool around and drive this super slow.
Yeah. We've got 622 miles left after a quick stop at Mackey's. And the Cayman doesn't seem like he's bothered about speeding. We are, because we don't want to get compounded again, or impounded. What is it?
Impounded, yeah.
What's a compounded
Compounds when you're talking about interest.
Oh yeah. Well, really, that is
Or
all
a
to do with
fracture.
money.
Oh, Daddy's getting, look, we're getting gapped here by it.
Well,
This
what
is
you doing,
what I
mate? Right, come on,
sorry.
send it. Go, go, go. Go, go,
Guys,
go.
nearly just.
Go on, you can go.
Not having that. That's 2 cars that have overtaken us because of this stupid French rule. Well, it ain't me that's banned.
Right. Well, let's follow this car because if they're like local, well, they'll know the speed limit.
They should know where the Polizia are.
Right, let's follow these guys. Let me just explain how much this speeding ticket has cost. So it was a €750 fine when we got stopped roadside, then took us to the police station, then took us. Am I from Yorkshire now?
That's it, you've been knocking around with Lee too much, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Get your send talking right.
So it took us to Impound, that car garage, the Renault one.
Up to garage.
And then he said, when you come and pick it up, it'll be another €180. But it was actually €172. We said, keep the change, because we did nice like that. £100 each for the flights to get back, but we also had to get the flights from Geneva to get home, and then I've lost count. It's a lot of money, right? That works out about 850 in the real monies. 250 for flights to get home. That's 1,100. 200 for the flights to get back. That's 1,300, and 200 for the taxi. £1,500. That's how much it's cost for the speeding, which was initially 750 euros. This that's happened to me, has it put you off driving trips?
No, I just think it's all a learning curve, isn't it? There's going to be places on the trip in the different countries where now you'll be a little bit more selective about where and how we drive in certain areas. You know, that's all it's going to be. I think you've just been really unlucky. The fact of the matter is that a lot of the group were driving a lot more spiritedly than you were, and nobody else in the group's been caught. So I just think it was wrong place, wrong time, and that's that. I just think it was unlucky.
He means we're not going to speed next time. But I don't want to sound defeatist on all this, but what's the point in bringing a 900 horsepower supercar to one of these trips and not actually put it through its paces?
Well, if you are that bothered, I would just bypass France.
90 euros it's going to cost in toll roads to get from where we are now, which is 615 miles, you know, through to Calais. 90 euros.
Which is a lot of money. However, how often do you think French people would drive? Because they don't pay road tax, do they, French? I don't think.
No, I do.
So they just purely pay for, pay the tolls. Which you think, well, they're not going to be doing, 600 odd miles very often. You wouldn't have thought, using that many toll roads.
Because they can't afford to.
Well, no, but how much is your road tax on this side? It must be 600-700 quid a year.
615, I think.
Right, and could you say that the quality of our roads is better than France?
No, they're all shite.
Exactly, so you would rather pay a bit more for the roads that you do use to be good quality than to pay the road tax that's compulsory for our shit roads at home.
Talking about the trip next year, if I do actually go on it, I don't think I'm going to be going on it in this car for one reason. How squeaky is that seat?
Right, there's so many things that are annoying me already about this car. I'm very sorry to say it, although it wasn't my money that's paid for it. But this seat is annoying me. There's a bit of a rattle coming from the back that's annoying me. The suspension noise, that really high-pitched whine, you can hear it clear as day. That's annoying me. The gearbox in automatic is shit, so that's annoying me. Otherwise, it's mint, this car, mate.
Well, can you just demonstrate the squeak on the seat?
Typically not now, no. How's that stopped? I fixed it. It's like the RS4, it's fixed itself.
It's squeakier in low speed. When you get up to this kind of speed, which we're not actually speeding because we can't, 90 kilometres, about 60 mile an hour, you can't hear it because of the exhaust. And if you put the back window down and you play the throttle,
that was literally that much throttle then as well. We weren't going very fast.
But you definitely can't hear it over the exhaust, which is fine. These cars in front, they're just going for it.
They are, but this is saying that there's policing 0.2 of a mile and that it's average speed, so
slow down.
I'm just going to follow this. Surely, if whatever speed that wagon is doing, if they're doing the same, we're fine. There's the
it's a speed camera there.
Give it a wave. Not today, mate.
Not getting us. We don't speed anymore, do we?
We don't speed, mate. We are law-abiding citizens. We've changed, mate. We've changed.
Supposedly we're not speeding anymore. That low line we were speeding.
No, that wasn't me driving. And this part of the video, we're actually now in Mexico, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know about him, but I'm really, really paranoid about this trip. We've still got 602 miles to go. And I can't believe the amount of police we're seeing. Just seen another one there off camera. Seen one in the village, and we've seen one like a little bit further back. So in the space of an hour, so we're seeing police every 20 minutes. 8 hours to Calais. That means we're going to see 24 police cars.
Oh wait, I wonder if they all fancy a race.
But the problem we've got is we've got roads like this, which clearly means you can do like 100 and something, and we can't do it. We just cannot overtake the Fiat Panda. And Lee behind us, he's even going slower. Right, you're definitely going to get the car impounded off that.
Do you know why? Are we more than 50 kilometres over the speed limit?
You were doing 160 there.
No, I was definitely not.
You were doing 100 on there.
100
which
what?
is 100 miles an hour, which is 162.
That was not 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, it was.
No
this car
chance.
accelerates quick.
That was definitely not 100 mile an hour. Can't have been.
What they do here is they tell you you've done whatever speed, 150 an hour case in an 80, and we say, where's the proof? And they say, we don't need proof. It's up to you to prove you wasn't doing 150. So Lee has got a tracker on his, and he tells the speed along the route Napoleon, and it actually said we didn't go over the speed limit, but they said that's not enough proof. How do you prove that he wasn't doing 150 kilometres an hour?
Surely, like in any other normal sort of society, it is up to them to prove that you were, not for you to prove that you weren't.
Well, yeah, I would.
Because you literally could just say, "Oh, you used to be a lady," and then
what are you trying to insinuate?
I'm just saying you used to be a lady, right?
Oh,
prove that you weren't.
Can you just do another analogy?
I'm a lady. You used to be a lady. Now prove that you weren't, and you'd be like, "Well, you're insinuating that I am, so you prove that I was."
Yeah, but that might be easy to prove. You just have a little field down below, don't you?
No. Well, what if you've had like the full blown? What happens if you've had the whole shebang done? You've been to Turkey. Is that where they go?
Yeah, probably.
That's teeth in air, isn't it?
Get anything done in Turkey now. Well, you get the point. How do you prove that? How do you prove it? If someone would like to comment and say how you prove that, I would love to know how you prove that. But you won't believe this. There's a blue Dacia in front of us. This little thing, at probably 1.1 litre. We can't even keep up with it because we drive in that sedan. Well, we're still speeding a little bit, but not like 50 over. And we still can't keep up with it.
It's flying along, isn't it?
It's flying. Like, everyone's overtaking everyone here. So I'm sure they know something we don't. Guaranteed if we just nailed it past everyone, there'd be a speed camera.
But they'd be straight on the phone going, "Hi, hi, ha." There are English people speeding. Hi, ha. That's how it'd go, wouldn't it?
But look. Doing more than 50 over the speed limit, you.
I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
I don't think I like these lights that count you down from 100.
No, you'd rather not know. It's going to be like 100 odd seconds, which that when we got to it was like 110 seconds. I'd rather just not know. Know what I mean? Like, who wants to sit at traffic lights for 2 minutes?
No.
Silly. Number one, it's not my car. I'm not used to it either. So I'm just getting a feel for the brakes and the steering and things. But are you more nervous than me?
No.
Are you sure? You're alright? Yeah, because you've really pushed this car a lot more than I'm doing now. So you know it's capable.
I'm just worried about the speed cameras.
I think we'll be... do you know what? The French are fucking driving faster than us.
France have got to have the biggest speed cameras ever in the world.
I mean, I know they're not brightly coloured, but there's no chance of missing them. I don't know how you missed the one that you got caught speeding with.
I got done on the bike.
Oh, it was a bike?
Yeah,
Did he say to you it was a bike with a gun, yeah?
Yeah, he come with a bike, yeah.
Okay. Was the gun on his bike that big as well?
So we're still about 2 hours away from Lyon, but because we're in the middle of nowhere, there ain't no toilets, is there?
Oh,
Uncle Benji.
Just get your own back. I usually
Yeah.
do this to you.
He's got his pants round his ankles. Good job that was out of focus. Come on, we've got Lyon to go to. You're not supposed to be speeding.
I'm not speeding. I'm tooling. It's just this car's so loud. It's like a moped. It sounds like it's going dead fast, but it's not. Sounds so good, that.
What's the speed limit of this road?
I saw 110 on the side, so...
Okay, just checking.
It just feels really fast, 110 kilometres an hour, doesn't it?
Right, we've got the tolls, you know what this means, don't you? Race. Looks like you won.
I always win.
Right, another tunnel.
That was sprightly, that, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. It gets there so fast, that's ridiculous.
You do know why we've just picked this car up. We've been banned for speeding.
Yeah, that wasn't 50 kilometres an hour over the speed limit, was it?
No, it's about 150 kilometres over. Well, the reason you let off is because on the screen, that TPMS.
Yeah, that's unnerving. That's not what you want to see at them speeds. Coming up saying your tyre pressure warning.
Well, it automatically comes on at 175. Right. If anyone's interested.
What a McLaren thing to do.
So we've got about 12 minutes to Lyon. Just booked a hotel, booking.com, and we got the time. We've got 2 minutes to Lyon now. And we're booking to the hotel. Hopefully it'll be okay. I don't know about this hotel I booked.
Mate,
looks like it's on an industrial estate.
I said, don't let Lee book the hotel because it'll be a shady hotel somewhere and it won't have parking and it'll probably be about 35 quid for the night.
Hey, I've gone above and beyond for this. Paid 120 quid a night.
All right. They might have seen you coming then.
It can't be that bad, can it?
I would hope not. This doesn't feel very hotel-y to me, this.
Oh, well.
This is us, apparently. Hey, it's bigger.
It's like a prison. Kyriad, if that's how you pronounce it. Must have valet.
I think you could be struggling here, mate. We might have to go downstairs, you know.
Yeah. Should we ask them where to go? Parking reserve.
Where do you want to go?
So we've shit out going downstairs, haven't we?
Yeah, because if I can avoid it, I will. Because I don't want to be responsible for smashing your front splitter all over the place.
Well, technically now we're on private land. So I can drive on private land, right?
You can. And you can go as fast as you want.
How many spaces do you want, mate?
That's like 14 spaces you parked across there, lad.
So Ben was saying that, you know, I can't pick a room, but I think I've done all right here. What do you reckon, mate?
You're doing right, yeah. Well,
they're good, eh?
I think that's good for us, but...
Yeah, we can always move them, can't we?
Yeah. Love a bit of that.
A bit strong.
Let's have a taste of that.
Having a bit?
Yeah, there we go. What is it?
It's 8.3%.
An acquired taste, it's not.
Have one of them.
8.3%.
Is it?
Yeah. You didn't even like.
Mate, I'm driving tomorrow. It's nice that.
Got your Heineken.
I did this for a living when I was 15, mate. Serving beers.
You can't serve beers when you're 15.
Whoa. Hey, you got to warn me there. You got to take that beer or what? That's mine. That one.
It is the end of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the end of the night.
It is. We got to leave at 7.
We're not. Sorry? What? 7?
No.
Are you happy the fact that we've done the first day?
The further we get away, I have actually noticed the speed is starting to increase.
Think that's going to break it?
Probably.
The last time me and Uncle Benji slept together, not in that kind of way, do you know, just as friends.
You could have worded that better.
I've got my t-shirt on, just to be on the safe side. He's naked. But people said, can you show us what happens after the driving? This is what happens after the driving. End up in bed with him.
It's my new nightstand. iOS 17, I got a developer beta because that's what I do.
That's just like something from 1980.
Well, no, you can change it.
An alarm clock. So if you ever come on a road trip with him, you're going to get an Apple keynote speech every night.
7:30. Going out last night. I don't think it was a good idea having them beers. We would have had about 11 hours to drive to Euro Tunnel from wherever we were, Digne. D-I-G-N-E, however you pronounce that. Then after that, we've got to go all the way to Warrington from there. So it's probably about 11 hours driving today, which in my eyes is quite a lot, especially with a hangover. And I'm sure he feels the same. And there's one thing that bugs me now at hotels. I've stayed in absolutely loads of hotels now, and if there's no water in the fridge, that's really bad. For £120 a night, you'd think they'd put water in. Come on. You noticed? Your trainers are squeaky. Your trainers are squeaky, right? Your seats in your McLaren. Get that roof down, roasting. Yeah, he's warm, lad. So we've got about 6 or 7 hours to go to Calais, according to the sat nav, which is giving us different times. One says 7.5,
One says 6:55, one says 5:55. So we'll go with the 5:55 because that'll get us there for 2 o'clock with a stop about 3 o'clock. We've got a train at 4:30, so all being well, that'll be fine. We've done a tank of fuel in, so it's about £100. We need fuel again, so nothing's going to happen now. This is motorway all the way. See you in Calais.
See you in Calais.
In true Evil GT style. It can only ever happen to us, ever. We've got a bloody roadblock in front of us.
We have got a rolling roadblock. It's like are they convoying with 3 wagons, but there's a lot of police there. There's motorbikes all the way up there as well, look. So it's saying something about not passing, I assume, because they're blocking all 4 lanes, so...
Best thing we ever bought was this Bip and Go. It's a tag for these tolls. So when you get to them, it just opens the gate for you. Charges you, probably a lot. There we go. I'm not having a good day here, right? To start off, it's €2.22. What's that about? £2 a litre?
That's heavy, that.
I mean, it's only V-Power. It's about £1.50 at home.
It's not even proper V-Power either, it's only 98.
And I've spilt about €4 with it down there because it won't go in properly. And you've got him, I've got a headache, and you've got him with his bleeding sore. When you're driving at, well, cruising at over 100
kilometres an hour.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. The fuel doesn't last very long, so we've got about quarter tank left. So this is the second fill up of the day.
Is that 2 tanks now? No.
This will be the second one.
This is the second tank. This Lambo is just over half, and ours is like what, 40 miles, quarter of a tank. And that's the thing, that car actually, the McLaren, isn't that bad when you just sort of cruising along.
Some cricket bumps?
Yeah, I definitely need some of that, mate. Nice one. As soon as you start pedalling and pushing along in it, it's really bad on fuel. But I suppose, you know, something that's 940 brake horsepower, it's going to be shit on fuel, isn't it?
So I've owned this car for just coming up to a year now. I didn't realise how bad on fuel it was. I know we've been going quite quick, so the MPG is not great, but we've done nearly 3/4 of a tank of fuel in, and I think it's about a 65 litre tank. But it's ridiculous. I feel like we've only been on the road for like 1 hour, and this will be now. We're going to fill up again when we get to the services. That'll be the 3rd fill up today. What time is it? 12:30. And that means we've been on the road for 4.5 hours. 3 fill-ups. Do you think that MPG thing's lying?
I would say that if that's doing 19.2 miles to the gallon, I'd be very, very surprised. I do think, along with the power figures that McLaren state, I reckon it's lying about its miles per gallon as well.
We've got 1 hour and 50 to Calais. We're nearly home. Well, we're not nearly home, we're nearly back in the UK where I can actually drive there.
I'm actually going to be ready for that. You're going to get the shitty stint, I'll be honest, because no one wants to drive in the UK, do they? But I'll be ready.
I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sitting in traffic on the M25?
And I don't want to tempt fate, but I can't actually believe we've got this far without getting stopped.
Why?
Speeding. Because you've been speeding all the way.
Ah, behave, man. No way. I was doing 130 kilometres an hour. That's what the speed limit is on the motorway here.
You were doing 130 miles an hour.
Nah.
Well, that's a good excuse.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. I'm sure they've heard that one before, though.
About 20 minutes before Calais. Hopefully this is the last toll booth, because we've spent an absolute fortune. Must be over €100 today.
Well, what did it say on Waze? It says about 90 quid in and out of France with a McLaren.
Yeah, in less than 24 hours.
Done well there, haven't we?
Yeah. We've made it back to the UK, even though we're still in France. I'm not going to drive from here through passport control, because guaranteed I'm going to get stopped.
It'll flag up on their system with your passport saying you are banned.
Lee, are you not risking it either?
I'm not.
Let's not take any chances.
Come on then, let's get home.
So we are literally metres away from freedom.
We are.
700 miles, thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate, no problem, no problem. I can't say that it was, you know, something that I was like, oh, I really don't want to do it, because obviously, who in the right mind wouldn't want to drive 720S through France.
Well, I appreciate it anyway.
No problem.
After 700 miles, what do you actually think of this car? Because you've driven it before, but only briefly. Now it's tuned, loud exhaust, decap, plenty more power.
I feel like I was harsh earlier on in the video on about all the rattles and squeaks and... Well, no, actually, I wasn't harsh because it's the truth. But when you drive this car, and especially when you're kicking its head in, you sort of forget about it all. It doesn't matter. It just becomes a personality of the car that it has got its flaws and its creaks and its rattles. It really doesn't matter because, especially now with this, I mean, it was rapid before, and now it's just, well, it's dangerous, isn't it, really?
So what are you trying to say? Do you actually like it?
I love it, yeah, I do.
Oh, that's good.
I do, but I haven't got 200 grand to part with it, so you won't be able to sell it to me anytime soon.
I think that's the end of the video, right?
It very well could be, because let's be honest, we're going to spend 5.5 hours in traffic going home, so
we're not going to film.
That's not going to be that entertaining, is it?
No. Thank you very much for watching.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please.
Comment what do you think about what happened to us, what happened to me, and coming back. You know, was it a bit harsh? 150 and an 80, or is that, you know, is that the punishment?
Kilometres an hour, that is, by the way.
Yeah, kilometres. Yeah, €750 fine. Is that about right?
Who knows?
I think it's probably about right.
Well, I got a £735 fine for doing 70 in a 40 variable speed limit on a motorway.
Well, we've both been naughty, but first video I've done for a while. I enjoyed it, really enjoyed it, even though we've been travelling and a lot of miles. But I might come back. What do you reckon? Do you want me back?
We'll see.
He doesn't want me back, does he? You can tell he doesn't want me back.
We'll see, mate.
He doesn't want me back, does he?
You can help me in the unit with the car. How about that? Get your hands dirty.
You can see it in his face. He doesn't want me back.
You wouldn't want to.
Just say you don't want me back.
I don't want you back. Piss off.
Right, all right. Ta-ta.